Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, today's discussion will be about Mama Ann's family. I've seen Aggie saying it on camera that she went to take legal action, but it was not possible. So I'll be dealing with that issue. I'll be telling you what next, so that you have to get it right. That is something that I have to tell you, and I have to guarantee you. The problem is that you're not consulting. If you could be consulting, I think by now everything could be very well. Yeah, you know, something like legal issues, you don't just run up and down. You have to follow procedures, and today I'm going to tell you how to follow the procedure. You know, it has reached a time that I have to appreciate my subscribers. They are really encouraging me that go be a lawyer, go. Yeah, I'm really okay. I really appreciate for that. I believe that one day, because in my life, I've always dreamt to do two things: doing law, that is being a lawyer, and being a veterinarian. Those are two things that I usually think about. If the opportunity comes to me that, Max, go apply for law, I have all the qualification to apply for law. I know my documentation, my certifications, they allow me to study law. Yeah. Now the problem is now the funds to get myself in law class, seated there, yeah, as a law student. Yeah. I won't I'll be taking that offer if it comes on my way, yeah, because I'm flexible, I'm still young. To do anything, to go back to school, yeah. That is something that I've seen it. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are coming across this YouTube channel for the first time, this is amazing YouTube channel where basically, for now, we do what we call reaction videos and sometimes lifestyle. Like yesterday, you people saw me. I did a video here with Shem, and even right now, as I'm speaking, Shem is I told him to go to exile. Yeah, for those who they don't really understand what is exile, you just go off people, off cameras, nobody, actually off people. That is basically because Shem is not a YouTuber, so it should go off people. You just mind your own business and live your own life. Not here, not nearby, but someplace that people don't recognize you, because that is the only action I can help him. Just go exile. Go as you are in a distinction, never to attend the burial, because the updates about my aunt's burial is out. Contribution will be on Monday. On Tuesday, the body will be brought and she'll be buried on Wednesday. And that is the update of everything about my aunt. And for the subscribers, let me take this opportunity to thank you for watching my videos. I'm very grateful. And for those actually that are supporting me, I'm very grateful. Yeah. And it has been a while before I show us, because Shem has gone to exile. Yeah, he has gone to exile. So I'm left alone. So that means that like today, I'll be showing you all around what is happening. Even yesterday, we had to sell some chicken for our sustainability, because yeah, we are low at this time, Christmas time, because even we have that burial, things are very low. So we had to sell some chicken, so that when he is going to exile, at least he can sustain himself as we plan on the next move. So ladies and gentlemen, road to 5,000 subscribers. If you have not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe. So today's issue, let me say this: Mama Ann's family, if you're watching this message is directed to you with the respect, with the seriousness, and with full understanding what you are facing, not a YouTube issue. This is a legal issue. Now let me begin by saying this very clearly. Everything I'm about to discuss is based on allegations that have been shared publicly, because in your yesterday's video, you told us that you went to seek for justice, legal action, but you are not able to get it. That's why I've decided that let me come up today with this video, because I know you'll be watching. Even if you'll not be watching, some of the subscribers, because I know maybe we share some subscribers, will be encouraging you on what to do, because I'm going to talk about everything. I'm not a court of law. I'm not a police officer. I'm not making findings of fact. I will therefore use the correct legal language, allegedly, as claim it if true. That is how responsible discussion is done. So it has been allegedly that Mama Ann's family attempted to report a matter at a police station. It has been allegedly that the complainant was not formally recorded. It has been allegedly that they were advised to let the father file the complaint instead. And it has been alleged that even after that advice, the complaint still did not proceed, and the matter was being discussed in the office of the officer in command. I want to pause here, not in silence, but in emphasis. If it is true, and I repeat, if this is true, then the issue is no longer just about a rod or word exchange or intimidation. It becomes an issue of procedure, and procedure is where the law speaks very clearly. Now listen carefully. In Kenya, every person has the right to report a complaint. Police officers do not have discretion to decide whether or whose complaint matter and whose does not. They have a duty to record, not to judge. If a police officer believes a matter lacks actually merit, that decision is made after recording, not before. I don't know if you recorded any information about that. So, if a complaint is refused, that refusal itself becomes a legal issue, and the law provides steps. This is where I want Mama Ann's family to understand something very important, especially to argue, because you're the one who is spearheading all these things. So when you meet resistance, you do not fight, you do not shout, you do not argue, you document. Documentation is power. Let me explain this slowly and carefully. The first step always is to request that the complaint be entered in occurrence book, commonly known as the OB, and you're given that something like a OB thing, yeah, that slip called OB. You do not beg, you do not threaten, you calmly say that I'm requesting that my complaint be recorded in the OB. If they like, if they don't like, just request them calmly that, can I please, even if it needs that you use some language that are respectful language, like please, I'm requesting that my complaint be recorded in the OB. If the officer refuses, you say, please, not in the OB that I attempted to report and was turned away. Even that refuses, or that refusal must be recorded. Now, if that still not happen, the law does not end there. You escalate, not emotional, because some people do escalate emotionally, especially the likes of me. When I come to file a complaint in you, because there is a time this happened when I went to file a complaint, then when told that I can't file that complaint, I was very emotional. Yeah, very emotional. It came up even I was having, we had to rub shoulders with some officers in that, and actually I was put in for like 1 to 2 hours, then released unconditionally. But let me tell you, Mama's family, yeah, don't go there emotionally. Maybe it's meant for me, but for you, just use what we call institutionally. You request to see the officer commanding station, the OCS, but when I was watching your video, I realized that even the person you were talking to was the OCS, but you never specified which police station were you were there. Because you said that he, when you say he, I believe that maybe it was in Nyabuhanse or maybe other police station, because in Isibania police station, there is a she. So maybe, and my last time I advised you that go to Isibania police station. If anything does not work out, just call me, I'll be helping you out. So, if the OCS is unavailable, you ask for Officer Commanding Police Station, the OCPD. We have the Officer Commanding Station and Officer Commanding Police Division, the OCPD. You explain calmly. If you saw the OCS, now go for the OCPD. Because, you know, the reason why I was telling you to come to Isibania police station, because I've seen a lot of YouTubers all the way from Nyabuhanse coming to file their complaint in Isibania police station. It is very evident on the camera. The likes of, I don't know, Lowino, I saw her filing the complaint. I don't know, somebody was doing what. The like of Sagati, the same way. The likes, even the likes of some other YouTubers, yeah. Even Mura himself, when he wanted Ginty to be arrested, he filed it in Isibania police station. So the way I was telling you that you just explain calmly. Just tell them that we attempted to report an incident and we are not, or we were not assisted. At this point, you are no longer dealing with a desk officer. You know, a desk officer are those police where you go and file your complaint. I don't know, they are the ones who, okay, maybe they're on duty. Yeah, the low, actually the low rank police station. Yeah, the officer on duty may be of sort. So you are dealing with command responsibility now. You're no longer now talking about these petty things. You're now dealing with the command responsibility. Now let me make this way clearly. Escalation is not disrespect. Escalating the matter is procedure. The system is built with layers for the exact reason. If the station level falls or fails, you move up. You're not supposed to be glued there, because at the end of the day, we want you to get legal thing about the issue. So, I'm explaining that if the station level falls, you move up. Now, let me say something very important. If police decline to act, you still write your statement. You write everything down. You include dates, you include names, locations, and you include the witnesses. You sign it, witnesses sign it. Don't even go alone, because you already have witnesses. You can go as a team, yeah. If they're chasing you out, make sure you have a record about that. Take your camera, then say it very frankly that we are being chased out of police station. And let nobody intimidate you, because they know some people will be like, you girl, I don't know, you want to record, I know these are police station. We have seen that happening. The last video that I was watching about Lowina, she recorded a video inside police station. So nobody should intimidate you, because if she was able to do a recording near the desk officer, so that means you can record everywhere. So this document becomes independent evidence, and lawyers rely on these. Oversight bodies rely on these. Now listen carefully to the next part, because it matters. Kenya has an institution called the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, IPOA. These are independent organizations that oversees, or actually sees, how police do their duties, called IPOA. In Kenya we call it IPOA, but in full it is called Independent Policing Oversight Authority. IPOA exists to deal with exactly this type of situation that you are in. If police refuse to record a complaint, if police fail to act, if police abuse discretion, you are legally allowed to report that to IPOA. And we have offices of IPOA even in Migori. One thing about IPOA, when you go to IPOA, you're being welcomed. Yeah? Every human in this world, you're being welcomed. Very good. You go there. And this is not an accusation. This is not an insult. It is oversight. Oversight is how institutions remain accountable. So, now, alongside IPOA, there is also an internal affair unit, IAU, within the Kenya Police Service. Even the Kenya Police themselves fear IPOA, because they know they can even make your work to end immediately. Yeah. And you know, IPOA deals with public direct. If IPOA said this, it has evidence against this individual. You know, the likes of the Inspector General, the likes of the Ministry of Internal Affairs that we have right now, Kipchumba Murkomen. So they'll be, actually IPOA will be taking them for those complaints. And in the regime of Matiang'i, anything from IPOA that was being taken to the office with evidence, these officers were either taken to court or dismissed. That is what was happening. So this unit, the IAU, investigates officers internally. You can file a complaint with them. You attach your written statement. You attach any video evidence. You attach witness details. And at this stage, the matter becomes formal. It leaves the real of conversation and enters the realm of records. Now, Mama Ann's family, please hear this clearly. If intimidation is being alleged, if safety concerns exist, if children are involved, this matter is serious. It requires legal protection, not online arguments. This is why legal aid exists. Kenyan as legal aids. They are pro bono lawyers. They are civil society organization. A lawyer can help you do the following. First, write formal demand letter. Request police action. Officially escalate the matter to the Director of Public Prosecution, if necessary, to seek court intervention. Yeah, let me Hello? Yeah. Poa. Mimi namkaga mapema sana. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Or 200 on 23rd, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, 100. Sawa. Haina shida. Inaingia leo. But kuna... Yeah, inaingia leo. Yeah, so utaniambia, then I'll make the transaction. Sawa. Sawa. So, sorry for that call. It was something like a business call, yeah. So I shouldn't even ignore that call, yeah, because it depends on the survival now. The call like that one, it is a survival thing, yeah. So I was saying that when you involve the likes of lawyers, and let me tell you, when it comes to lawyers, when you want to get a lawyer, don't get some, not that I'm mocking some people, don't get these lawyers that we have over here, I don't know, calling them themselves, I don't know what. Get a good lawyer away from this county. You can go to other counties, yeah. The respected lawyers. Yeah, you'll spend money, but at the long last, you'll get justice. So, a lawyer can help you. The way I was saying that a lawyer can help you write a formal demand letter, request police station action officially, escalate this matter to Director of Public Prosecution, if necessary. So, the Director of Public Prosecution here in Kenya, we call them the DPP, yeah, to seek court intervention. And that is what the mandate of DPP, they are being mandated to do that. So, now, I want to be very careful here. I'm not saying anyone is guilty. I'm not saying anyone has corrupted anyone. There are allegations that only investigations can determine. What I'm saying is this: if the system fails at one point, the law opens another door, and another, and another, until accountability is achieved. So, this is not a fight between families. This is not rich versus poor. This is not noise. This is about the process, and the process protects everyone. Now, let me address the public watching. It is dangerous to assume. It is also dangerous to ignore. The balance is procedure. So, we must allow institutions to work, but we must also insist that they work properly. This is how justice survives. So, to Mama Ann's family, let me speak to you directly again. If what has been allegedly is true, do not give up. Do not retreat into silence, but also do not turn this into online warfare. Take the institutional path, document, escalate, seek legal guidance. That is how cases live. That is how safety is restored. That is how dignity is protected. Let me repeat again, because reputation actually matters. This is not content. This is not YouTube drama. This is not clout. This is call of action. Lawful action, structured action, and protected action. And that is where justice begins from. So, as I promised that today I'll be taking you through the compound and everything because I'm left alone. Shem is not around, so I'm alone. This is still our kitchen the way it was. It is still the way it is. So that is how it is. That is how things are happening. So by the time I was building the chicken coop and the cow shed, yeah, these are the timbers that actually remain. It has been a time that have not shown us everything in this homestead. So this is how things are working out. These are the chicken. So we had to sell those small chicken so that we can facilitate Shem's travel. And the rabbits are here. Yeah, these are the pretty rabbits. Yeah, 4 of them. They are here. Like now you can see they're eating some banana peels. Yeah, they're eating good. They'll be given meal. I'll be giving them meal some other time. Yeah, even for chicken you can see I brought for them tomatoes in the morning. So I want to sweep this compound because it is early in the morning. Even I'll be going to graze animal. I'll be going to graze the animals. You can see here. This is how the cows are. You see. So there is a batch of these chicken. Yeah. God willingly, we'll be buying another batch of chicken. So this is how they look. The number is now this one. Yeah. This is the number left. This one. The number of chicken left from what we sold. This is the actual number we have here. You can see now they're eating here some tomatoes. Yeah, they're doing everything here. Yeah. So we are feeding. They're very big. We are feeding them very well. You can see now these bigger ones have entered here so that they can eat even for them. They were very hungry. Yeah. So that stand that you see there is where they pow during the night time so that they can get some actually the power up there so that they don't sleep on the floor directly. So I want to start my cleaning. I want to start everything from this point. The animals are here. I want to go look for feeds for them. I want to go graze them, and that is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what it is. This is a village life. This is a rural life. So I have to appreciate everything and that everything is working out very well. So thank you for now. Let us meet in the next episode. Goodbye. Bless people. Subscribe, like, comment, share to other individuals. Goodbye for now. Till we meet in the next session. Goodbye.